This podcast is brought to you by the Washington State Department of Health. As we continue to listen, learn, and grow, we are amplifying Black voices and perspectives in an effort to start a new COVID-19 vaccine conversation. We're sharing stories intended to help us navigate this unprecedented time together and to co-create solutions in support of the Black community. Hear these stories at weconsiderwa.org.
The world needed a safer trampoline. Dr. Keith Alexander, inventor of the Spring-Free Trampoline, wanted to bring the joy of trampolining to his daughter. His wife said they were too dangerous, so he invented his own. Spring-Free Trampoline is the world's safest trampoline, with no springs or hard edges. Now, parents can have peace of mind that their kids are outside jumping safely. To learn more, visit springfreetrampoline.com.
Hey, this is BJ. Thanks for listening to our show's podcast. If you're a fan of all things geeky, you should check out my other podcast, BJ Shea's Geek Nation. We have new episodes every day, and you can check it out at bjgeeknation.com.
Your home is going into foreclosure and you feel like a financial wreck. You don't know where to turn for accurate information. I'm bankruptcy attorney Travis Gagne. Let's talk about some legal options. If we work quickly, we can propose a plan to save your home, modify the loan, or in many cases even eliminate your second mortgage. The consultation is free. I've helped hundreds of people just like you make informed decisions about whether to save their home or exit it on a reasonable, organized timeline. The chapter you choose sets the tone for the next chapter of your life. Please contact me today at choosetherightchapter.com. That's choosetherightchapter.com.
99.9 KISW, the Rock of Seattle. This is a weird story. Uh-oh. There's a British teenager who rescued a bumblebee with a broken wing.
Aww. This sounds like the making of a Pixar film already.
Right? Yeah. And now the insect won't leave her side.
Aww. That's even cuter.
Really?
Yeah. People think it's cute, but it's weird.
It's a big-ass bumblebee.
I know. It's just hanging out. It's
B-A-B.
Yeah. And here's the girl's mom talking about it.
Lacey's made a little friend. Bertie Bumblebee. You're going to keep it forever? Oh, Lace, I think it just wants to stay on you, darling. Maybe it's getting worried. Just keep her with you.
Yeah, get a little leash for it. Take it out on walks or flights.
That is freaky that you got a bee, because bumblebees are huge. And
I didn't realize how big they were. I don't know why.
That's why they call them bumbles.
Oh, is that why?
Yeah. Well, you remember that's what...
That looks like a big-ass bumblebee. Like, I feel like it's double the size of our bumblebees. Are they bigger over there?
I don't think so.
And where's over there?
It sounded like the UK, so like England or something.
I didn't know if it was Australia, the UK. I didn't know what.
It's her love made him grow stronger. Okay.
I agree with Steve. That does look a lot bigger than ours.
Right?
Wow.
It's like a bumblebee on steroids.
You can see the video.
It's part human. That's why there's a connection.
Oh, dear.
You think it's a transformer, that bumblebee.
Oh, wow.
But then she was just hanging out with this bumblebee. The bumblebee's hanging out on her food while she's eating.
Whoa.
This is really weird, man.
Yeah, this is really bizarre.
Because, if you ever want to see my wife freak the F out, just walk around when a bumblebee gets near her. We were at a park yesterday, and she's on a swing with Tatum. I thought they were both going to fly up the swing because this bumblebee would not leave them alone.
Aww.
Yeah, that's and that looks like that cookie. Boy, I know what that cookie is. I'm such a British fan. I believe that's a jammy Dodger that she's eating.
Well, duh.
Yeah, of course. Hello, would you like a jammy Dodger? And the bee is right on the cookie. That's insane.
I swear this should be a Pixar film.
And the bee was hanging on her hair.
Yeah, on her neck.
This is wild that this creature has basically just bonded itself to her, because don't they have stingers? Do bumblebees have stingers? I know regular bees do. I know bumblebees do.
Yeah, they do, but they rarely sting unless touched or their nest is threatened or disturbed. Therefore, don't mess with them, and they're cool, man.
Well, she's touching the hell out of that thing, and it's not stinging.
Yeah, well, she saved its life.
Yeah, they're BFFs.
Right.
That's insane that a bee is like, okay, I know you took care of me, so we're cool.
This feels like a children's book. As we're reading it, I'd be like in my head thinking this is the most untrue, non-believable children's book. And I've read a lot of very ridiculous children's books in my time of being a parent now.
Yeah.
There's no way. No bumblebee's going to become friends with a human. This is stupid. And then here we go. Boom. Yeah,
you can check out the video on the BJ and Migs page of KISW.com. But if you are really freaked out by bees, this is going to freak you out.
I don't know, man. Like, I get a little freaked out by bees, but actually seeing this little relationship budding, like blooming, it made me like that bee.
How many times you been stung, sir?
A lot.
Really?
Yeah, I remember I shared that story one time. I kicked a beehive and all the bees and yellow jackets, whatever they were. I can't remember. I was so little, but I got stung 12 times in one situation.
Jeez.
All on the back.
Yeah, so I've been stung recently, and I don't like him. I don't like them. I've stepped on bees. I've been stung by bees. All in the last 5 years, bees and spiders have been attacking me.
What's been tougher, the snowmen or the bees?
All right, talk about your children's book. That's unbelievable.
Little girl and her bee.
Yeah, well, good for her. I hope they be good with each other.
So I said there is a movie. It's the Bee Movie. It's a lot like this one.
Isn't that a Jerry Seinfeld movie?
Yeah, and that's where he becomes friends with a woman and they sue humankind for their honey.
Oh, so it's exactly like what we just talked about.
Exactly.
Yeah.
What's the deal with you taking our honey?
Exactly the same.
I'm still weirded out by this whole situation. Not weirded out.
Now you're weirded out. Are you okay? Or are you weirded out? You go back and forth.
Okay, I'm not weirded out. My mind is blown that this bee is now friends with this girl.
Do you think that she's like Aquaman for bees? Like, will he help her out if all of a sudden people are being bullying her and he's like, what the F? And then he calls all his bee buddies?
That'd be awesome.
That would be pretty awesome.
Yeah, was it Home Alone where the dude was in charge of all the birds or something like that? Like Kevin was in the park.
Home Alone 2, and that was the woman with the pigeons.
That's what it was. All right, yeah.
Wow.
At least I knew it.
How did you track that?
Because he said Home Alone.
Yeah,
Okay.
How did you track somebody in charge of all the birds in a Home Alone movie? How did you know which movie he was talking about?
It's not like he said the one movie with the person and the animals.
I only got the gender wrong. There was a crazy person with birds in a Home Alone movie.
Fair. I'm still having a hard time. Just like
you're out, dude.
My mind is just as blown as the time that we learned that crows actually will be jerks to you if you're not nice to them.
Right.
Yeah, but if you're nice to them, they'll be your chromies.
It's true,
right? And then they'll give you. I remember that time when we figured that out. I was like, my mind was blown. This whole thing with nature and the species in our world.
You mean to tell me that
trips me out sometimes, man?
You mean nature is showing us that actually if you go outside of your tribe, or in their case outside of your species, they can be your buddy?
I didn't think we could burn down with bees.
Well, yeah, neither did I, but I think us humans got to start getting it together because we're having a hard time burning down with each other, but it turns out, you know what, a bee who wants to sting the F out of you most of the time will be your buddy if you do the right thing.
And most of the time they don't want to sting you, they just want to be left alone. And bees are totally fine because we need them. We need their pollen, otherwise we all die without the bees. Yellow jackets, hornets, those are the bastards.
Yeah, those are the bros of the bee world.
Well, you tell them to leave me alone.
Get rid of them.
I don't want to fight them, but they keep stinging me, so the war is on.
They clearly think you want to fight them.
Yeah.
Do I look like a guy that can fight anybody? These bees
compared to a bee, you're a lot bigger.
Well, that's the
and
thing.
You're louder.
The thing is I think the bee thinks it can take you.
Exactly. Those bees need glasses. Stop attacking the old men, and all we're trying to do is get our exercise on.
So, bro, good point. What if now this bee calls all of his family to move in? Now you got a whole household of bees hanging out with you.
Bee party.
So much honey.
Oh boy, so call Bob Rivers. He would love that, as he's the bee guy.
Awesome.
Yeah, I wonder if he's ever had a pet bee. I'll have to ask him. Like, hey, did you ever come in the house and just hang out with him, like her?
Good morning, BJ.
Of course I did.
How about if you're a beekeeper and you go, wow, I mean, the bees still hate me. I got to wear a big costume. You know what I mean? Like, you think you're an expert. You still got to wear a costume or they'll sting the blank out of you.
You're trying to put them to work. This girl, she just wants to hang out. She's repairing a wing.
Yeah.
She's going for walks. She's letting that bee, they're eating one end of the food while she eats the other end of the food.
It's Lady and the Tramp.
Well, I mean, I wasn't trying to romanticize this. It's a bee, after all.
Lady and the Bee.
Yeah, exactly. Lady and the Bee. Or Beauty and the Bee. Hey, that's the new movie.
Ooh, Beauty and the Bee. I like that one.
Let's do it.
Who's playing the voice of the bee?
Who's playing the voice of the bee? What's the deal with us being in a movie about
Can we not have Seinfeld back for that one?
Seinfeld.
He reprises his role.
I feel like it's got to be Gilbert Gottfried.
Wow. Well, he was a parrot in a Disney movie.
Yeah, he was Iago, and that was pretty amazing. So, yeah, let's do it.
Thanks for fixing my wing.
Yeah. There you go.
What the hell?
Yeah, that'll be great. That's romantic right there.
Someone says as a kid we used to freeze them big ass flies and tie dental floss to them, and then they'd fly around when they'd thawed out. Well, that sounds awful.
Yeah.
Why would you do that?
How about, though, that they can survive being frozen?
Oh, yeah.
I wonder how long they can be frozen. It's like, that's suspended animation right there.
Yeah, that's the first time I ever heard of something as weird as that. That's also kind of strange.
Oh, you don't watch enough sci-fi. That's how we're supposed to travel long distances in space. You're supposed to freeze us up, and then we can
or watch the documentary Austin Powers. He gets frozen.
All right, good call, Dan.
What is it, 30 years later?
Yeah.
He's fine. He just has to pee a lot.
Captain America was frozen. He's fine. Why do you think he's hanging out from World War II? Come on, Steve. I thought you watched all these documentaries. I thought you were a documentary guy.
I am. I just haven't gotten to those yet. They're on my queue.
Okay.
Yeah.
Hey, let's go from a B to some guy's pee-pee. How about that? That rhymes.
Okay.
As one texter said, can you guys behave?
Oh, nice.
Wow. There was a man that was arrested for being a peeping Tom with his pants down. But he did give a really awesome excuse as to why he did it. Steve will tell you all about it. He's got the Mix Report for you at 6:20 on The Rock.
BJ and Migs, mornings on The Rock, 99.9 KISW.
This podcast is brought to you by the Washington State Department of Health. When we think about the COVID-19 vaccine hesitancy in the Black community, let's remember, it didn't happen by chance. It's justified in history. But the will to change the narrative is strong today, and our people are lending their voices to the conversation. We're sharing our stories and the reasons that made us choose the vaccine so we can lead the way for others to make a well-informed choice too. To hear our stories, visit hereforuswa.org.
Wenatchee is gorgeous in the spring with its lush green rolling hills, abundant wildflowers everywhere, and the views of the Columbia River. The local food scene offers an abundant selection of authentic international cuisines featuring the unique farm-fresh ingredients of the region. Wenatchee is also home to award-winning wines, handcrafted hard ciders, and a talented handful of local brewers producing fine craft beers. Visit Wenatchee, the heart of Washington State.
Want to create a lifetime of memories this spring? Do you remember the joy of jumping as a child? If only there was a way your own kids could experience that same joy safely. Spring Free Trampoline has been engineered to eliminate 90% of product-related injuries. The Spring Free design boasts no springs and a flexible enclosure and proudly offers a 10-year warranty. That's peace of mind. Lock in your ultimate backyard safe space before summer arrives. Visit springfreetrampoline.com.
$20 million, $19 million, $6 million. These are all awards recovered for clients of Phillips Law Firm. To win big, you have to fight big. And Phillips Law has been fighting the too-big-to-fail insurance industry for decades. Not every case will have a multi-million-dollar outcome, but Phillips Law will fight just as hard to recover the outcome you deserve. If you or a loved one has been injured in a car accident or on the job, call or click today at 1-800-JUSTICE or visit justiceforyou.com.
99.9 KISW, The Rock of Seattle.
If you're hearing an informative newscast right now, well, then you must not be listening to BJ and Migs. Live from the KISW News Center in downtown Seattle, this is the Migs Report.
Well, thanks, you guys, and thanks to Beacon Plumbing, Heating, and Mechanical for giving us the Migs Report. Today is a special day when it comes to the battle between pancakes and waffles. Which one wins? Waffles. It's National Waffle Day.
Yeah. Finally, I get my day.
That's right. Somebody even put out a poll saying, what do you like best? Waffles, pancakes, or French toast?
Oh, man.
Still waffles.
Waffles.
You know what the crazy part is? They surveyed like 45,000 people, and more people lean towards pancakes, then French toast, and then waffles.
Wow, really?
What is wrong with those 45,000 people? They should be banned from taking polls.
Okay. Oh.
Waffles are definitely the dominant one. Well, French toast is pretty fantastic if done right.
French toast is amazing, but it's like more difficult to make. Literally, you take a waffle and most of the freezer waffles, you just pop it in the toaster and you're good to go.
That's what I do every weekend, baby.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, I don't have to make any of that, so that way I get to choose what I like. It's not like, I have to worry about making it.
Yeah.
Well, I don't either. My wife takes care of it. She's a sweetheart. Thank you, wife.
Thank you, wife.
Thank you, wifeski. Also, today is a day that will forever make me angry because today was the day that Pluto was demoted. So it's National Pluto Demoted Day.
Oh, sorry, Pluto.
Pluto was a planet for 76 years.
Yeah.
But back in 2006, they stripped it of its title and made it a demoted planet, which I don't get, but whatever.
Yeah. Sorry, Pluto.
Sorry, Pluto. All right, dude, so this happened in Florida, and there's a guy in Daytona Beach that cops were called on him because they're like, dude, this guy's looking in a window, and he's exposing himself to women. So police started monitoring the area, and on Saturday they caught this guy with literally his pants down.
Oh, boy.
37-year-old guy by the name of Javier. And when the cops asked him what he was doing, he had the greatest excuse ever. He's like, I'm not peeping, Tom. I'm not taking my pants down to be a perv. I'm just getting some exercise in.
Oh, okay.
Well, they didn't really believe him on that, so they arrested him and charged him for exposure, voyeurism, and also stalking. And there's even audio of the arrest. Here's the officer making the arrest and then talking about how Javier, quote, had his ass to me.
Get on the ground. Get his hands down. I don't do nothing to him. Stop resisting. Get cuffs on him. I had eyes on him. I could get trail. Dude, he had his pants down. He was like, he had his ass to me.
Never a dull moment for
No, not at all.
Oh, gosh.
For the cops when it comes to men with their pants down.
That's why you should always carry a shake weight if you're going to use the exercise excuse.
Right. Or at least like one of those bands. You can put it between your legs. You know, like I'm doing squats and the pants are getting in between the bands.
Yeah, see, these are all good tunes. You know, good excuses if you're going to be in that business.
All right, let's head on over to Fresno, California, where a man crashed into 2 cars on Monday, and the reason being, he was distracted.
Oh, okay.
Was he on his phone? No.
Oh, wow.
Was he eating? No.
Whoa.
So why was he distracted?
I'm a little worried.
He was making love to himself.
Oh, there we go. That's what I thought.
That happened to us on our honeymoon. Remember I shared that story? We were coming back from Vancouver, British Columbia. We wanted to stop at the hockey shop in Surrey, and a car rear-ended us. And I got out of the car to go see what's up. And as a kid, I say kid because he was like probably like maybe 19 or 20 years old. He got out of the car and he's zipping up his zipper. And I was like, he was cranking it. He had to have been cranking.
Wow.
Like, why? And he was on the phone. So I'm like, was he having some hot phone sex?
Dude, I mean, I just never, by myself in a car, that never occurs to me like, hey, this is what...
Oh, what else are you going to do in Surrey? Or Fresno, California?
Well, at least park first.
You would think.
Well, hopefully he apologized, or at least said, sorry.
That was a whole ordeal. It took forever for the cops to show. The dad was like his dad showed up. That was awkward. That whole thing was weird. Let's get back to this guy in Fresno, California, where he's making love to himself. So he gets into the accident, and then he leaves the scene of the crime.
Oh, okay.
So he just walks out of his car and goes somewhere else, and the cops eventually find him.
Oh, so he leaves the car?
Yes. And where they found him, dude, you can't make this up.
Oh, boy.
They found him in a certain establishment.
Oh, did they? Yeah? He was at a place to work it even better?
They found him at Dickie's Barbecue.
Oh, nice. Went to Dickie's Barbecue.
I kept reading this story and I kept like shocked. I'm like, this is so ridiculous. And then at the end they go, they found him at Dickie's Barbecue.
Well, that would be the first place I look now.
Hey, how about the Mariners, baby?
What?
They beat Oakland yesterday 5-3.
That is the team they need to beat.
Yes, indeed. And they play them again today at 12:30. So go Mariners. See us rise, baby.
Yeah.
Oh, don't sound like that.
It's
Show
tough.
some optimism. They've been a good team.
They're chasing a lot of teams. That's the problem. Like, everybody has to lose in front of them, even when they beat Oakland. And unfortunately, the Red Sox won yesterday.
Screw the Red Sox, right, BJ?
Well, that's what I'm trying to say. It would be nice, but they keep winning, even though they do everything they can to lose the game.
So right now, they are 3 games back from the wild card spot. And Oakland's 1 game back. So, yeah, this is a big game today, BJ. Big game.
Yeah, they can leapfrog over Oakland, and, everything works right because they do have 4 games coming up with the Red Sox. So if they can beat Oakland and then go and beat those Red Sox, they may actually be in good shape.
Damn Yankees, man. Jeez, on a 10-game winning streak.
Yeah, they're
doing okay with themselves.
So you see that they're ahead of the Red Sox, right?
Yes.
After the All-Star break, I think the Yankees were 10.5 games behind Boston. And that's how much they've caught. They're ahead of them now. But unfortunately for them, the Tampa Bay Rays keep winning, so they're in first place. But yeah,
dude, how about the Mariners though? They're 10 games over 500.
Yeah, I mean they're a better team than we thought, and of course Boston, who everyone was talking about as a huge success story this year, is a worse team than everybody thought.
That should have been their slogan: Seattle Mariners. We told you we weren't going to suck.
Yeah. So there's a chance. I mean, it'll be a hell of a run if they do this and get into the wild card because they're going to have to win a lot of games and beat a lot of teams.
So you're telling me there's a chance?
That's what I'm telling you, buddy.
Yeah!
Yeah, you're going to have to.
Wow.
Yeah.
As far as weather, 75 degrees today. That's the Migs Report, and that's what's up.
All right, nice. I don't know if you've seen this new thing they're doing on TikTok, these TikTok kids.
Every once in a while I'm like, I got to check my TikTok. And I realize I haven't checked it in 2 weeks. And I go on there for about maybe 30, 40 seconds. I'm like, all right, I'm good for another couple of weeks.
Yeah. I say I don't have that problem since I don't have the TikToks. At least I don't think I do.
With one. Yeah, that'd be pretty funny.
If we do, I don't ever know if I'm on it or not. Sarah throws a camera in front of me and just tells me to do stuff. So it might be on the TikToks. I don't know. I have no idea. It's a thing called the Milk Crate Challenge.
Oh, no. Oh, yeah.
What the hell is this now?
I've seen this on other social media pages, and this seems like a recipe for disaster. It's when you stack all the milk crates almost like they're a staircase. But,
okay.
But it's a narrow staircase because they're milk crates.
Yes.
And they're not stable. So you're just trying to walk on this thing and hope for the best.
Okay, so that's a thing. We've got the video up on the BJ and Migs page of KISW.com as you can really hear how this all went for somebody.
Jay, say some shit. You know, I already lost. You can't touch the car. You gotta keep on going. Oh, there goes the car.
The wheels came off.
Was it the wheel or the wig?
Oh, I thought it was the wheels came off.
I don't know.
The saying, but
I
maybe
think it was the wig.
maybe someone lost their wig.
Dude, one girl did it with heels on, though. That was impressive.
And she made it?
Did it?
Yeah.
Wow. Well, I guess
Or I don't know how far she made it. My video's frozen, but she's got heels on. And that's pretty cool.
That is amazing if you can do that with heels on, because walking with heels just in general is a beating.
First of all, it's impressive that they're able to find that many milk crates.
Yeah, where are they getting all those?
You can probably get them at the grocery store. And the only reason I found out, I was watching a TikTok, and this guy's like, hey, I needed to get some milk crates for this project I'm working on. Nothing related to the milk crate challenge. And the guy wouldn't give him any. He's like, I know what you young people are using them for.
I'm on to you.
He's like, I'm not even that young. I don't know what you're talking about. But apparently they're sold out everywhere.
Well, and they're illegal to take from
Right.
grocery stores. Like, you cannot, or like schools, because they used to bring them like the little milk cartons to school.
I remember the mail bins, those things, like those like the mail bucket thingies.
Oh, yeah.
You had to bring those back, or I don't know, you'd get arrested.
Yeah, you get in trouble.
Probably get fined.
It's like $80.
Yeah.
So so these jackass folks, and because really it is modern day jackass, except everybody can do it.
Dude, I saw one yesterday, and I kept watching it and laughing. And it wasn't the milk crate challenge, but it was very similar. I guess there's a challenge also, and I don't even know how you succeed at this challenge. I think it's just, let's see how long you can go. It's almost like riding a bull. Let's see how long you can go until you actually hurt yourself. And you'll get a ladder, and you don't prop it open, so it's just kind of like straight. No legs are open on it. And you try and balance yourself so you can climb the ladder while it's still not.
Oh, well, it's basically it's just, it's two-dimensional.
Yes.
Yeah, it's not, oh, wow.
So at some point, it's inevitable that it's going to go one way or the other. Either you're landing on your back or you're landing on your face.
Yeah, you're right.
It sounds like something you need to just incorporate to your wrestling.
Right. Oh, ladder matches are very popular.
Oh, hell
we need to incorporate the milk crate challenge.
Oh, there you go. And then you just climb up and then body slam somebody. Yeah.
Okay, I was going to drop an elbow, brother.
Oh, I was going to say instead of a ladder match, you know how you always have to get the suitcase?
A milk crate match.
Yeah, the milk crate match. That would be a thing.
Yeah, I mean, I'll pass that on to someone else who wants to hurt themselves. Like,
oh, you don't want to do that?
No,
okay.
I've done plenty of stupid things, but I'm not up for that one.
All right, well, let the young wrestlers do that, Steve.
Yes.
Yeah, that's a good idea.
For the TikToks.
For the TikToks, right. You guys want to be popular on the TikToks.
Yeah.
You got to go climb a milk crate.
I wonder if Johnny Knoxville and the gang would have been famous today, because everybody can act like an idiot and put it out there.
They were the pioneers, man.
They inspired many.
Yeah, but that's the thing, people didn't have the distribution that those guys apparently, somehow, some way they got spread. But now anybody can do it. So, congratulations to you.
Yeah, I'm trying to think of like the milk crate one. It just doesn't seem like it's something you can pull off.
No,
especially the bigger you are.
Yeah,
I feel like a kid
idea.
maybe. I'll have Tatum try it.
Oh, good idea. Yeah, that's a really good idea. She can do it.
She's already trying to climb on every single thing in our house.
Oh, yeah, that's the challenge right there. Oh, yeah, that's when you realize better have these bookshelves and everything else just okay. Yeah, because they climb everything.
Well, she'll climb the couch, and then she'll get so pumped that she'll roll off the couch and land on the floor, and then she goes right back at it. I'm like, no fear.
No, not at all.
I'm like, if I stub my toe, I'm staying away from that table for the next month.
You probably sell the table at that point.
Now you know why a lot
out the door.
Now you know why kids like slides. They just love woo.
Yes.
Yeah.
Or she calls it the wee. Because wherever she sees one, she goes wee. Oh. When she goes down the slide, she goes wee.
That makes sense.
Yeah. So yesterday we were at a park in Federal Way. And they had a lot of wheeze. It was just like everywhere. There was like all these slides. And she's like, I want to go up this one. I'm like, okay.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. There's your life, buddy.
Oh, the life of slides, man.
Yeah.
At least where we live, there's a little kid play park in our development. And it's literally right next to our house. So there's plenty of, if you want to go play on the Wii, go out there.
Does she want you to go down them with her yet?
No, I have to catch her.
Get ready, because that's going to happen, and then you realize that
my fat ass ain't going to be able to go down those
They're
slides.
not made for big people. No. I've gotten stuck so many times on slides.
Really?
Oh, yeah. Especially like the spinny one. Or not
the spinny ones, yes.
Yeah.
Oh, the corkscrew kind of one.
The tube one?
Those ones hurt.
That one seems terrifying for a bigger adult because I'm like, I'll get stuck in that. And then that's going to be the thing that I'm going to be on the news for.
Yeah.
A dumb adult goes through one of those tube slides.
If they're plastic, you're going to get shocked.
Oh, yeah, because they create that static electricity.
So Miggs got stuck on a slide, but
thankfully Miggs was okay.
Aw. Yeah. Dude, you say that. A girl went into full-on hysterics yesterday because she did the slide, touched something else, and it zapped the living F out of her.
Oh, yeah.
Like, I even heard it from like 10, 15 feet away. Like that made that like zzz sound.
Oh, yeah.
And then all of a sudden, and the poor mom's trying to calm her down. She's like, here, you drank your shake. No. And I'm like, I'll drink the shake. It looks delicious.
Yeah, take that.
Someone's going to appreciate it.
I'll take a shock for that. What do I got to go touch?
Those playgrounds are just walking death traps. And there's other kids doing the swing, and her sister who's older jumped off the swing, no problem. Well, the younger sister tried to do it too, and just whoop.
There we go.
Landed on her back and head. Luckily, it's like that beauty bark, so it's a softish landing, but that was hysterics as well.
I miss sand. Because everywhere I've been with Lily, they have like wood, and that just gets all in my shoes, and it's like, come on, I miss the sand.
Oh yeah, because sand's not going to get all up in your shoes or in your butt.
That
crack if
doesn't
you're wearing
hurt,
shorts.
though.
It does if it gets in your butt.
What happened to a good old rubber pad?
Wow, what are we talking about?
What?
I feel like I faded out and faded right back into the wrong part of that conversation.
Yeah, this is BJ Miggs After Dark.
Yeah, wow. Okay then.
Just the beach is a bad place sometimes.
Oh well, boy. Okay.
I'm with Danny though. I even this morning looked at my shoe and there's like a piece of that beauty bark or whatever that crap is in my shoes.
Yeah.
I'm like, gosh, can't get away from it. And it sticks to Lulu's hair.
Oh wow, Lulu's the dog, right?
Yes,
Yeah, okay.
she's walking around this park with all these wood things.
That's
sticking.
actually funny.
It's like dingleberries.
Yeah, that actually is a funny sight. That's a picture of your dog I want to see. Yeah.
Woodberries.
Yesterday, Steve, he did get this one right.
In 1917, the U.S. entered what war?
The War of 1812.
No.
World War I?
Yes.
Yeah, that's pretty good. One day, buddy. You want a shot at beating Steve? You got it. 206-421-ROCK. We're playing Beat Miggs. We'll do it at 6:50 on The Rock.
Today's podcast was brought to you by Travis Gagne, bankruptcy attorney. He's here right now and has agreed to answer more of your questions about bankruptcy. What's the difference between filing for bankruptcy and credit counseling?
Credit counseling is a useful process in some circumstances, but it does show up on your credit. In fact, from a credit scoring standpoint, credit counseling shows up just like a bankruptcy, so it's going to affect your credit as negatively as filing bankruptcy. In credit counseling, the idea is that a credit counselor works with your creditors on your behalf to try to lower interest rates or work out payment plans with your creditors to pay back your debt over time. In credit counseling, you almost always pay back 100% of the debt, sometimes at lower interest. And of course, some creditors will participate in that process and some won't. So you're usually left with kind of a mixed result with credit counseling and, of course, a high payment.
Thanks, Travis. If you have more questions about bankruptcy, you can reach out to Travis anytime at ChooseTheRightChapter.com. That's ChooseTheRightChapter.com. Thanks for listening.
This podcast is brought to you by the Washington State Department of Health. As we continue to listen, learn, and grow, we are amplifying Black voices and perspectives in an effort to start a new COVID-19 vaccine conversation. We're sharing stories intended to help us navigate this unprecedented time together and to co-create solutions in support of the Black community. Hear these stories at weconsiderwa.org.
Wenatchee is gorgeous in the spring with its lush green rolling hills, abundant wildflowers everywhere, and the views of the Columbia River. The local food scene offers an abundant selection of authentic international cuisines featuring the unique farm-fresh ingredients of the region. Wenatchee is also home to award-winning wines, handcrafted hard ciders, and a talented handful of local brewers producing fine craft beers. Visit Wenatchee, the heart of Washington State.
The world needed a safer trampoline. Dr. Keith Alexander, inventor of the Spring-Free Trampoline, wanted to bring the joy of trampolining to his daughter. His wife said they were too dangerous, so he invented his own. Spring-Free Trampoline is the world's safest trampoline, with no springs or hard edges. Now, parents can have peace of mind that their kids are outside jumping safely. To learn more, visit springfreetrampoline.com.